Hello viewers, I have started my today's walk. Today is Christmas 25th December. One of our friend and loved one, a family friend, passed away and I had to go to their house for some meeting before the funeral, and I was thinking, like, what do you call it when someone passes away due to old age? Yeah, she passed away out of old age. So I wanted to know a word. I wanted a word that could express passing away due to old age. And then I searched and I got the word. It's called senescence. So I'm happy I learned that word, senescence. And I did research on that word. It says a story, very nice, interesting things discussed in that story. I will share it to you soon. So senescence is basically decline in the body functions due to aging. So that's the definition of senescence. The functioning of the body and its activities start declining until it finally reaches to a position where it breaks down and causes death. That's basically what is senescence. That's what I understood. While reading about senescence, I came across words like DNA, chromosomes, telomeres, cellular death, organismal death. So these are things which I need to study more before I could discuss them in a video or even talk about it. So one concept that I could learn is, as I told you, that organisms are made of cells. A person does not die first. What dies first is the cells. The tiny little cells in our body start dying first, and then that leads to the cell of the organism, or the death of the organism, or the death of the person. So it's the cellular death that starts first, and then the organismal death, the death of the organism. So just like cells die, cells also reproduce, or it's also called copying of cells, duplication or replication of cells. So just like an organism gives birth to a new organism, the same process happens at the cellular level, called cell multiplication or cell division or cell replication. Reproduction actually starts at the cellular level and then moves on into the organismal level. Anything that we can associate with an organism can also be associated with the cell. I repeat, anything about an organism can also be traced down to its cell. Things happen at cellular level first and then reflect into the organismal level. Cells need energy, organism needs energy. Cells replicate, organisms replicate. Cells die, organisms die, and so on and so forth. Just like cells are like small and an organism is like a bigger version of the cell, I can think about a person and a country or a nation. So just like a person has needs, a nation has needs. Just like whatever a person has, even a nation also has. A person has hatred towards another person. A nation also has hatred towards another nation. So what do you call this principle or this idea or this concept that something at the lower level reflects at the higher level? So I see that in the case of biology. I also see that in the case of geopolitics. So there has to be a name for it. Is it fractals? I'm thinking fractals is a mathematics word, but I think fractals helps express what the idea that I have in my mind right now. It's night and I'm walking in the night. My face is not visible. Okay, I want to talk about God concept. I think last time I said it's better to have just one word, God, instead of giving different names to God. But now what I feel is a better idea is that every person have his or her own God. Because I think God is really personal. Every person experiences God in a different way. So my God is probably different from your God. And in the earlier days, maybe people were not so creative enough to have their own gods. So therefore they went for a particular God created by one particular person. And I think that went into monotheism. But I kind of like everybody have their own gods. I like that idea. Just think about this thought experiment. There are two persons. Harry and Alan are going to play a game of chess. So Harry prays to God, please help me win. And Alan also prays to God, please help me win. They both pray the same prayer, and finally Harry wins the game. And then what do we say at the end? How did God heard Harry's prayer and God did not hear Alan's prayer? That's like one way to see it. So then there's a problem of partiality. Why did God listen to Harry and did not listen to Alan? So to solve that problem, I was thinking, what if Harry just prayed to Harry's God and Alan prayed to Alan's God. And yeah, I think that's an easier way to put it. And I think that is a cool way to see things. Anyway, I'll keep thinking about it. Okay, now I want to share something about computers. You can have one monitor for your computer where you see what you're working on, and then you can even have two monitors, as in the second monitor can display the same thing that is shown in the first monitor, or you can have the second monitor show something different than what is on your first monitor. So I today learned how to do either of it. So to do duplicating what's on the first monitor, you press on Windows button and the P button on the keyboard, and then you choose the duplicate option. And if you want to have separate versions, separate things, then you press, oh, that's fireworks. I didn't expect that. That was so coincidental. Okay, that's kind of white. That's golden. That's white. That's golden. That's red. That's yellow. That's white. It's golden. That's golden again. White again. That's yellow. Green and red. That's green, yellow. Whoa, whoa. White. Green again. Green, ferrous sulfate. I know green is ferrous. So Fe2+. Okay, I guess that's it. So anyway, Windows button and P. Windows P. That's a keyboard shortcut to activate screen sharing on a computer. So you get the options to either duplicate or extend. So that is, I learned that today. Windows P, Windows button plus P. Okay, here comes the heavy climb. I'm gonna do it. I have reached the top of the hill. Just like there is transportation in an organism, in human beings it's through blood. Even there is transportation even in cells. Cellular transportation. It transports ions through its cytoplasm, and there is exchange of ions. So that's cool. 3 important words that I need to study about are DNA, genes, and chromosome. I think these 3 are related, and I need to do study about them really well. I would like to ask myself the question, how did and when did chemistry become biology? Something about electronics and electricity can be used to transfer or deliver power or energy. Electricity can also be used to transfer information. So when you talk about transferring energy using electricity, it's called electrical engineering. And when you talk about transferring information using electricity, that's called electronics. That's what I learned and that's what I understood. One main difference between electrical and electronics is electricals deals with high power electricity and electronics deal with low power electricity. So the electric current and voltage is low when it comes to electronics and transferring data or information. But when it comes to transferring energy, the power is very high, the current and the voltage is very high. That's what I understood. Okay, my walk is coming to an end. I have reached the junction. Today Pragati's shop is closed, so there's no coffee today. Okay, I'm approaching home. You can see the 2 white buses, which is the main landmark to our house. And my phone is really good to capture light even in the night. Okay, I've reached home. So I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, goodbye and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.